tip is about social media. So what is social media? It's a bit of a buzzword at the moment, particularly if you're in the businesses that we're in. And when I'm speaking at conferences, I'm always talking about this sort of stuff. Basically, social media is things like Facebook. Who's got a Facebook profile here? Okay, good. You've got some. Excellent. I wasn't asking anybody from Friday if they got one. Twitter. Anybody use Twitter? Tweet. Excellent. Okay. MySpace, Flickr, or LinkedIn. They're basically websites or tools that allow people to connect. And they do. Twitter has around 40 million users at the moment. Facebook has over 200 million users. So, Twitter is all about microblogging. For those of you who don't know, it's 140 characters at a time. When you first look at it, you think, oh, this is pointless. You know, what can you say in 140 characters? This is me, Twittering. Not very much. I'm not very disciplined at it. You actually practice what I preach. It's free to use. You follow people, people follow you, and you can direct message people and stuff like that. So this is somebody, I'm following people here who particularly talk about search, because that's one of the things that interests me more than anything else. But, whoops, come on. It's increasingly being used by businesses. And Dunkin' Donuts is a good example of that. This is very much state-based. There are a couple of good examples in the UK as well. And if you can see that they're following 25,000 people, and they've got 26,000 people following them. Those are connections to real people who like Dunkin' Donuts for one reason or the other. Why do I think this is important? It's a simple way of getting out company news. It works for search as well. If you're twittering or tweeting, as they say, Google is picking this up all the time, and if people are talking about your business, as we'll see in a second, that's got to be a good thing for search. More importantly than that, you can engage in conversation with customers. So this is what's going on here, where they're actually talking to people. You know, for lots of businesses, particularly big businesses like ours, many times customers are faceless, but this is great customer service. You can see what customers are thinking about your product and about your service. And in the case of Dunkin' Donuts, they give these people who follow them special discounts and stuff like that, and early notices of any change that they're going to make. And it also, depending on what you're doing, let's say dog biscuits is an example, you can build a position of authority. So you can talk with some authority about what you do. And all of you are experts in your business. And that's important because people will respond to that. And it's also good for customer retention as well. Now, just an example. The other thing you can do is use Twitter search and see what people are saying about your business and brand. So you don't have to be following you can just go and do that. So I did this yesterday, I think, for Friday Ad. And these were all people who had said something about Friday Ad. In fact, in this instance, I think most of them, we have a function on the Friday Ad website where if somebody sees an ad and they think it's interesting, they can tweet this. So they just press a little icon and they can tell the rest of the world effectively about that. So that's what's going on. And all these things here are called tiny URLs. That's a way of shortening the web address. So what will happen is friends of Shugs or Princely Scum, I think you have to be careful about your username, will get that, click on it, and then they'll go and see that advert. So that's driving traffic directly to our website, which is great. It's even better, and I didn't get an example of this, when people are talking about your business and saying really positive things about, or bad things even, because then there's an opportunity to get in. You can also do the same sort of search for blogs and forums as well, and that can be very useful for finding out what people are saying about you. And the key thing is, this is all word of mouth marketing. And word of mouth is the strongest form of marketing that you can have. Even though it pains me to say it, because most of my business is based on it, it's more powerful than advertising. If somebody recommends your business, that's much more powerful than any advertising out there. Let's go on a bit. Facebook, we've got anybody from Clambers here? They're on the list, aren't they? They're using it very well, I thought. Facebook's not just about people to people, but businesses to people. This is the profile of one of our businesses, Natives. It's all about, this is one where the name isn't a literal thing. It's all about ski seasons and jobs. We use it to tell people about events, generally connect with them. We actually recruit through this as well. And it's another way of attracting visitors to our main website with other links, and all of this is very powerful for Google. The more you do this, the more they like it. And I think we have something like 4,000 friends here. And then finally, on the social media side of things, this is LinkedIn. This is really for professional networking. Again, it's free to use, or at least up to a point. There are certain services that are chargeable. It's great for recruitment. It's great for knowledge sharing. You know, it could be somebody on the other side of the world who happens to be in the same business as you, and you can talk to them about it. It's good for gaining recommendations should you want to, well, particularly if you're a professional service, if you're, I don't know, a dentist or a lawyer or something like that. But there's no doubting that social media is very powerful. Okay. Effectively, Barack Obama got elected through his use of Facebook and social media. He had over 5.5 million people following him through the site that they created, especially on Facebook. One of his campaign managers was one of the founders of Facebook. It got him elected. It's a powerful force, particularly with young people. But the key to it is make sure you're genuine and try and have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, don't try and be too serious, and don't say things that aren't honest about yourself, because at some point or another you'll get found out. Okay.